What'd you think? What'd you guys think? Now you guys added at least one line to that skit. Did you like it? Did you like it? It was just that, and I was in charge of that skit, and I was in charge of the synchronized swimming as well. And which I direct I yeah, when you've got six ladies from 60 to 82 and no one remembers what to do. I was on the floor behind them saying, "Okay, now do this. Now do this." And oh, it was oh, thanks you guys. Thanks. That was the gentleman was Richard, and him and I, when we went off script from the minute that he came on, except for the very last line, which was Viagra, turn the lights off, because we the stuff we come up with, and we like a little shock factor. So in the other plays, we've just, the director, when we got a director, I just warn them, we're going off script, but it'll be fine. But Dick is one of my favorite people to act with, and he's a community player in his town. But we have fun because we take it and we just go with it. What he said, I wear Depends too. It was like, I never know what he's going to say. I'm just glad that I didn't crack up like I usually do. I usually have to turn my head around the other way when he comes out with something, but it's just fun. A lot of fun. Hi there. Hello there. Well, yes, Frizzy, I wrote the script with a little help. Chat, when what was it? Maybe a month ago, I came on and Chat added calling it Alexa Silver. We were going to call it the Golden Alexa, and Chat said add silver. And I think someone in Chat also had the line, I can't hear you. Let me put my glasses on. I think that was also a line that I got from chat, because it's like, okay, I'm writing this, but I wanted to get in, the owl conservation to sound like chronic constipation, so that of course you'd be embarrassed if you had a date coming and they're talking about your bowels, and then you guys, I think you guys didn't like the part that I was putting in the Depends with the activated extra charcoal for extra odor control. It's like, let's just throw it out there. And so that, my two skits, I think there was 20 skits that night, and my Alexa and my synchronized swimming were the top hits, is what I was told. But they could just be saying that when they see me. But it got a lot of applause. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. Hello there. How big was the script? The Alexa script was just a couple pages. It was not very long. But once Dick came in, we just went off script. I said, Dick, let's just go with it and have some fun. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah. I have the synchronized swimming one. Do you guys want to see that, or should we save that for another time? That's it's pretty short. Whatever. It's just, I was so thrilled that I was able to upload these. It's like, oh my God. Because I thought I'd have to call Nudies and say, how do I do this? Yeah, Frizio. Well, it's I like to laugh. And humor's a huge part of my life and always has been. I mean, I know what I can do to reduce Dad to a 6-year old in terms of laughing or silly things. And I think we never want to lose the ability to be silly in a world that can be so dark. You know what? We've got to find those places where we can just be silly and have fun. Don't you guys think so? And I was a hospice nurse, and you would think, well, you can't have humor in a hospice nurse. That's where you need it the most. Now, I'm not going into a room juggling by any chance, doing things like that, but being lighthearted and just laughing at things that are laughable or jokeable. And it can make all the difference in the world. Let me tell you a quick little story for hospice years ago, and I've been out of hospice for years now. I'm retired except for this, and hello there, Copen, and then we're gonna make some cookies. I When I got report that night, now there's two nurses. There's myself and another nurse, and we have four patients. It was a very nice setup in a hospice, right? And so my report was, the patient I have is very, very, very demanding. She wants it. She wants it now, and she's going to want breakfast. And now, typically, the night nurses, we don't make breakfast because that's day shift has the cook coming in, they have extra staff coming in. Nights are two nurses, no aides, no, but just two nurses. And so I said, oh, she's going to want breakfast. Okay, but let me get all the other meds taken care of so that I can give her the time that she needs. And so, sure enough, 5:30, she puts on a call like, "Nyeh," and she says, I'll need to get up now. And okay, let me help you up. Well, I want some socks, but I don't want the heavy socks. I don't want the socks too thin. And I said, okay, so which ones would you like? Finally get that. And and she said, and I want a lap blanket, but don't give me something that looks like it's been washed, or don't give me. And she's had this whole list. So I'm going out to the linen closet and looking, okay. And I bring in like three, which one? That'll do. And I've got her sat up, and she wanted her face washed. She's primped all this, and she goes, now I want breakfast, and I want my eggs over easy, and I want my toast hot. Do not bring me cold toast. Cold toast is not enjoyable. It's like, okay, okay. So I'm out there, I've got, it's like it controls. Okay, there's the toast. Let's not put the toast until the eggs are almost done. And I'm balancing it. I've got the butter knife in my hand. I've got the butter at room temperature so it won't cool down the toast. I've got her plate heated up, but not too hot so as she touches it, she won't get burnt. I mean, I've got everything just set, just right. And so then the eggs are done. The toast pops up. Shh. I go running down the hall, set it down. Where she looks at me. She goes, I'll have music. And I said, Mama's little baby like shortening. Mama's little baby like shortening bread. I said, Mama's little baby. And she laughed so hard. I mean, what was a very tense time, she just couldn't stop laughing. And she goes, you're a good singer. But I mean, it's like she wanted, it's how I did it. And so that made us so close in that moment that it just, instead of being that crabby old sick lady, she was my lady. I mean, it just worked. And so sometimes you just need to cut up, okay? But I'll never forget that, and I just started singing. I mean, and whatever reason that song came into my head, because I did not know she was going to ask for music. I had no idea because I like singing. I don't. Mom's little baby like shortbread. Like, where in the hell did that come from? All right. Thanks for your follow there. Hello, hello, hello. But anyways, choose laughter and try to be more lighthearted. This world's become a little bit of a dark place, but we don't have to be. We can choose to embrace the moment because, folks, as much as we all want to do our part, and we can, send money over Ukraine, I can't go over there and pull people out of rubble. I wish I could, but I can't. I can only take care of my corner of the world. And that's what we need to do. If you got extra money, send it. I mean, we're gonna, and I hope if there's any fundraisers, people tap me, and I'm willing to help in any way that I can. But you know what? We have to embrace our life. We don't know how long we're going to grace this planet. So I call it your book, and make each chapter count. Not all our chapters are great. Some of our chapters, some people are dealing with rough times in that, and we all do. We all do. It's not lollipops and roses every day, but you make the best of it. But I do want to give you, I'm going to be on my soapbox for just a second longer. I want to tell you that on days that you feel down, try to figure out why you're feeling down. Have you eaten nothing but crap for the last week? Well, that's a good reason. Are you not getting the rest that you need? That's a good reason. Are you not taking supplements and nutrients to boost your immunity and antioxidants to help you feel better? Kind of figure out what's up with your book and try to. But if you find that you are in a funk that you can't get out of, no matter what you do, you've tried to walk, and I'm a natural girl. I'm all about natural and seeing what I can take naturally, because the body does want to heal itself. But if you've done everything you can and you've researched, do your research. You guys are so lucky. You need a flipping book of encyclopedias to research. When I'm doing a project here, like I teach embroidery down here. I head up the embroidery classes, or the room, and I'm doing a new method. I'll look at 3, 4, 5 different ways of doing it, and then I'll go, "Oh, yeah, I think I like that one the best." It's not one way, and life is not one way. So if you find that, say, you take a supplement and it doesn't work, I mean, just do your research. You have the world at your fingertips, okay? And if you find that you can't break that funk, call the doctor. It's there's no it's to me it's a sign of strength, because if you had an ear infection and you said, okay, well, I'm going to try a natural remedy, well, that didn't work, well, I'm going to do nothing, I'm going to walk around with an ear infection, people call you an idiot. What's the matter with you? You got to be seen. Okay, the same goes with depression. You might not be able to fix it on your own, and you might need help. It is a sign of strength when you reach out and get the help that you need. Life is too good. Life is too good not to feel good. Okay? So, yes, that's a good one, Klaus. Can't do anything if you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. Do you know that what kicks my butt is exhaustion? If for one reason or another I don't get the rest that I need, I can't take a change in wind direction, much less anything else. So try to figure out what is it, because we should get restful sleep to recharge. We should take, I'm a huge proponent of protein and probiotics. Huge. Behind me is my life source. See those protein? And for years, I mean, that's my breakfast and lunch. That's the way it's always going to be. I am a pescatarian. I eat seafood, but you can't eat seafood every day. Although my son's on a sardine kick, well, we won't go there. We won't. Not simply tool. But so take care of your temple. If something's wrong, stop and think. Gee, what have I eaten? Oh God, I just had a candy bar and a can of pop. Well, no wonder I feel like crap. Or no, I've eaten good, but I didn't sleep well. Well, why didn't I sleep well? I mean, try to see what you need and do the research. And if you find you can't, because we're pretty good about our domain. We've been in our bodies a long time, so we kind of know. But if you find that you've gone down every avenue and exhausted things, then you know what? Go to the doctor. And you might need a therapist. If you've got family issues and you can't get away from them, you might need a neutral party to bounce things off of. Because you might get a mother, well, it's a reason that to do that because this and that doesn't help. you know, I mean, you might need someone, a neutral person to bounce things off of. As moms, we're pretty biased sometimes, and but understand that it's very normal to get into a funk. We all do. We're not immune from that. We've just got to figure out how to climb out of. We fall in those holes. We got to figure out the best way to get out of them. Okay. All right. Hardy James, yes. Cut out cigarettes, alcohol, carbonation, caffeine. You've cut that out. You got to be feeling like $1,000,000. You guys, please, if you smoke, don't smoke. And you know what? I smoked for 2 years in my 20s. Well, it looked cool. It had something to do with my hands when I was out, right? When you're in a bar, something to do with your hands. Virginia Slims, menthol lights, right? You don't want, lung cancer is a visible cancer. You know what I mean by that? Okay, watch. I'm breathing. You can see that I'm breathing. What happens when my lungs don't work? And you're right? No, 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 no. You put down the cigarettes. Try everything you can. Smoke was never meant to go into your lungs and into your bloodstream. It was never, our bodies were never meant for that. Try to cut down. And if you can't go cold turkey, start with one less cigarette. For this week, it's one less. For next week, it's two less, three less. Just gradually go down. Life is too good. And the one thing, I'm in an active park here. The one thing that isn't here is someone carrying a tank of oxygen, because this park is all about baseball, tennis, pickleball, bicycling. You can't play baseball if you got to carry around an oxygen tank. Okay. You want to, that you're good. No one told me I was going to grow old. Okay. No one ever laid that on me that I was going to grow old. But now I'm telling you, you heard it from me. You're going to get old, but you want to grow old well. So take care of your temple. So when you get to be my age, pushing 70, I can do whatever I want. If I want to go out and do laps, I can do laps. If I want to go run around the block, I can do that. I mean, I'm just, do I have the energy of a 20-year-old? Of course not. Would I want that? Yeah, 2 weeks out of the year. So I could clean my house. Oh, yeah, Hardy James, thank you so much. Simply, simply is a blessing. All my children are blessings. All my children are blessings. I have to say, I had Simply at 42, and he was a flippin' walk in the park. Like you've heard the story a million times. He's an old soul. I absolutely believe that he's the soul of some scientist somewhere. That when my niece was tragically killed when I was 7 months pregnant, was switched. That big boom to my stomach. I think that's when the soul was switched. And I know how crazy that sounds, but I will never deviate from that ever. The day my niece was taken, I got a hit so hard to my stomach. I was 7 months pregnant that I felt like I was hit with a baseball bat. And I'm like, look, there's something wrong with the baby. And I believe that's the day that the original child I was carrying soul was switched. And Simply, it looked like Simply, but it was somebody else that came in as a soul. I'll never not believe that. And I never believed in reincarnation or anything before. Or people that were old souls. It's like, yeah, that sounds like kind of a neat thing to say they're an old soul. I never believed it until I had one myself. And like I said, when this kid started talking like a college graduate at 4 years old, it was like, oh, I mean, the Simp Dad and I, the looks we'd give each other, like, you know, he looks like us, but that's where. And here's a kid that always did his homework, never, ever was reminded. A student up until his brother told him that he didn't have to be in his senior year, held a job down, taught swimming, and then was world record holder. He's amazing. He's a good guy. And he's a good guy too. That's the best thing, is that he's a good person. Because if he was a schlep, getting the world record and being smart, that's not everything. But I can say that my son's a good person, and that means more to me than anything. And I don't know if you guys caught the video when he pretended to get lessons from somebody to learn Mario. Do you guys see that video where he paid somebody $10 or $20 to learn Mario? And as I was watching it, I was a little bit, I hope he doesn't embarrass that kid. I hope he doesn't make him feel bad at all. And he handled that like a master. I mean, he could have been sarcastic. I mean, he could have put the kid down. I mean, he handled it magnificent. And you've not seen that, Carson? Oh my God. He paid some kid that teaches Mario how to learn Mario. You've got to watch that video. It's on his YouTube. I'm not sure. Maybe one of our mods can find it. I don't know, or not. I mean, that's probably a lot of work to find that. But it's so cool that he paid him, and so the guy did not know, and he went in. I don't know how he did it, but if he made up another name or what he did, but the guy did not know he was Simply until he was starting to do things that the guy went. He used to have a lisp. Is that true? Lisp. You know what? I don't know if he was shy. I mean, he was a pretty quiet kid. Tool was like the live wire. So Simply was not. He might have had a little bit, but not huge. I had a lisp. I had to go to speech therapy because my S's, I would stick my tongue out when I said my S's. So they had to tell me to keep my tongue behind my teeth, and then when I say S, it is an S. So I did. So he might have too. He might have too. You saw that vid? Yeah. But I mean, he could have made that guy feel like a jerk, and he didn't. He didn't. He handled it, and I was a little bit, because sometimes when people get a lot of praise, it goes to their head. Do you know what I mean? Oh, he's the best in the world, and I was so hoping it would have went to my head, But he's a lot more modest than I am. He is. He just is. And I thought he handled that one that very well. Very well. I am having a good stream, Toaster. How are you? Stop it a bit. Well, we're gonna make some pineapple cookies. And the pineapple cookies we're gonna make are the ones my mom used to make all the time. And what I'm going to do is I'm starting to try to add a little less sugar to recipes because things don't need to be as sweet. And I found that out because some of the baking I do from the cookbooks from some of the English cooking, they don't add as much sugar as we do. And so I'm trying to see about how much sugar I can get away with not adding. And I will let you guys know. You had an awful day? What happened? What happened? Toaster, tell us what happened. We'll cheer you up. Toaster, what happened at work? Tell us. Inquiring minds want to know. And I'll have see if my editor can put up that my my video and my Alexa video on my YouTube, and then you can watch it there. Toaster, come to the front of the class. Toaster, talking to you. What happened at work? Well, that's just it, Zippy. I'm just hoping that the pineapple is natural pineapple. It's sweetened with its own juices, but I don't want it too sweet. I work for a corporation that turned real shitty since the pandemic started, and there's new management at my location that doesn't treat me like a human being. You know, that's the number one reason that people leave their jobs is because of management. They need to wise up, Toaster. Simdad, Simdad ran a business for a long time, and they were doing he ran conferences, and I remember them talking, and they're saying the number one reason that people leave their job is because of the management, is because of their bosses, and that really stinks. I'm wondering if maybe there's a channel that you could use, to kind of, I mean, do your coworkers feel the same way? Is there, because you know what? Not everybody's cut out to lead people. Some people are just on power trips and they don't give a flip. You recently quit. Hardy James just quit for the same reason. Wow. Okay. Bad bosses, right. Yeah, true. If you're finding that your coworkers do you have coworkers where you guys might be able to meet with HR and just say, I mean, but the thing that you need to do is anytime that you have a meeting, you need to produce facts. All right. Um, that's what's important is that, well, this was said, when I said this was said, and it made me feel like this, I mean, produce so that they have examples. They can't, they just, that you just can't say, well, he makes me feel like a fool. Well, why does he make you? What did he do? So be specific. I'm wondering if you can do that. And we're all searching for new, but before you do that, why not give them an opportunity to turn it around? I have to believe, especially now where people are leaving their jobs and companies are trying to think of ways to keep people happy. So if there is a bunch of you, there's power in numbers, right, chat? There's power in numbers. So I'm wondering if you were to go to HR and say, hey, get a meeting and have a bunch of you go. Because if you're going to quit anyways, what do you got to lose? You've already had meeting with HR and they're absolutely not there to help us. Can you go higher? Can you go higher to HR? And then even, I mean, can you go to who's ahead of a VP? Could you go to someone and say, hey, these are the channels that we've done. We've already done A, B, C, D, and E. Can you help us or we're going to leave? Seemed like they were hardly paying attention to something. See, Simpdad was always wanting to feel the pulse of the company and wanting to know and to make things better. Nah, you're right, Jeopardy. It'll never be the same without Alex. You're right. Hello there, Mom. How are you doing? It was damaging to your mental health. Yeah, I mean, if at the end of the day, if you need to leave, leave, but try. Okay, my best piece of advice, and this is from Simp Dad, is that you're the most employable when you already have a job. Okay? You're the most employable when you already have a job. So get your resume in check. If you need Simp Dad to look at your resume, I mean he's retired now. He can also help with interviews. There's nobody better than him. He can do mock interviews to help you guys out. And he can help you tweak your resume. But that's what you want to do is not quit because you know what? A new company is going to say, well, why'd you quit? Well, I didn't like working there. Well, then is that what you're going to do for me too? So that's why you want to hang on there until you got something else. Because you could always say, well, I'm doing the best I can in this job, but I'm looking for A, B, or C. But they're going to see you as a quitter if you quit the job and then try to apply. You know what I mean? Does it make sense? It's a huge Canadian telecom company. Structure is only there to squeeze every last red cell that can. Well, that doesn't sound like a healthy environment. But get your dust off your resume, dust off your resume, and get it out there. But don't quit until you got something else lined up. All right. And like I said, Simp Dad would be happy to look at your resume. He'd be happy to offer you. He's done that for many of the people in chat. He's helped people, and he's happy to do it. You're doing freelance work and focusing on school. That's good, James. Yeah. The place made you feel more like a loser than I do now. The 90. Well, you know what? But you're still, Lance. You're still you're still training. I mean, you're still focusing on school. I mean, you're going directions. But I mean, not that. Okay. Let me rephrase this. If you're going absolutely crazy and you got to quit, you got to quit. But I'm just saying you're more employable if you can hold on. That's all I'm saying. That's my only point. Okay. If your mental health determines that you got to get the hell out of there, then you got to get the hell out of there. You know, you could always put on your resume that you had to take care of Simpmom, and that's why you had to leave your job. I'll say you did. Job experience is it off? Well, it doesn't have to be though, Zippy. It doesn't have to be. I mean, you could look at it like it's a great adventure, and then learn something from everything. Every learn something from every turn that you make. It just I think it's awful when there's a job you really want and you don't get. Then it doesn't feel very good. But that's only because something better's coming. All right? Toaster, keep me in the loop, all right? Keep me in the loop. Yeah, you guys, I'm not an expert on anything, but I got an opinion on everything. That's my shtick, and I'm sticking to it. Or start your own business. That's what Simpdad did. That's what he did. And that was the best decision of his life because he was laid off and he was he 50? Lost a job Christmas week. Boy, that was fun. And we watched all our savings go right down the drain because no one wanted to hire a 50-year-old when they could hire a 26-year-old with an MBA that's for a third of the price. So yeah, we've been on that road where we were hundreds of thousands of dollars, well, at least $100,000 in debt, not counting the house, the cars, and everything else. And Simp Dad started his own business, and I helped him. Yeah, I became his event planner. I knew nothing about, so I worked as a nurse and an event planner, but we made it go, and we always were positive. Door shuts, window opens. Door shuts, window opens. We never were, oh no, what are we going to do? It's like, what are we going to do? It was kind of like, it's all in perspective. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I mean, make it happen. Make it happen. All right. Yes, Christmas week, we canceled the parties. We had parties planned, the gifts were bought and everything, and we canceled the parties because it's like, I never made enough money as a nurse. He was always the breadwinner. I carried the benefits for the most part, but I never made the money that he did. And so we canceled the parties, and the gifts were already bought, so we couldn't really do much about that. And Simp Dad, the one thing that his parents taught him, and I'm thankful, Pay your bills, pay them on time. So for the 2 years that Simp Dad had no money coming in, we had some unemployment, but you know how much that is, right? But our nut was pretty big. Simp Dad would take advantage of every credit card offer to offer 0% to transfer your balance, zero, and he floated our debt all around the world basically, so that we could squeak out a minimum payment, but always look to have good credit. So that was wonderful that he did that. I mean, that was huge that he did that because the credit card companies did not know that he was out of work. So it worked. What did he work as? He was like he went to school for computers for a 2-year degree and then left, and people said, go back to school, you're never going to get anything. So then he got his bachelor's in computer. It's like a business computer degree combined. And so he worked himself up to be kind of like a um, upper management at a company, and or head of a department, head of a sales department, head of you know upper management. And so he worked up to that. And when you're up there, you're on a little bit of a, you can fall pretty easy because there's one of you. And so when they cut him loose, and it was like Christmas week, after telling him that he would not, they had a huge layoff, but they told him he was safe for this one. He was okay. And then he came home, and I mean, when you're with someone so long, you can tell by the look on their face or the tone of their voice. And I said, "What's wrong?" He says, "I lost my job." I said, "What? They told you? They told you were okay." I said, "My God, Christmas is a week away." And just, but we didn't. The one thing is that when one's feeling bad, the last thing you want to do is dump anything on them, and it's like, and I'm like, that's okay. You know what? They didn't tell us we got 2 months to live. This is good. We can work through this. And so it turned out that him starting his own business um, was the answer for us in this case. It might not be for everybody, but it worked for us. And we worked darn hard. I worked 2 jobs for many, many, many years. And I was his event planner. So I had to fly to these events, these conventions and things that he was putting on. So I would, where the hospice I worked at was fabulous because I knew my schedule like a year in advance. And so I would plan all of our traveling I worked, what did I work? Like 8 days in a row. And then I was off like eight. Because I had that schedule. And so on my time off was everything devoted to the company. And so and what I did was, how I make you guys gifts? Well, I would find out like our keynote speakers, our honored guests, our this, and I would research their background, and I would make them custom gifts. So in their hotel room, they would have, one was a beauty queen. I found out she was a beauty queen like 25 years ago. I found the banner, I found the colors, and I made a little doll, like a stuffed a bear with like a ball dress with the same sash, and had that in a gift basket for her. I find out the kind of wine, if they like chocolate, blah, 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 and I would customize. So I think that got us noticed, that we took the extra mile. And I remember one guy that I think of the world of. I mean, he's tremendously successful now, but he was pretty young starting out then. And when I got close to when I said to Larry, "This is enough." I said, "We gotten too big. I don't want to do this anymore. It's too much work." And he came to me and he said, "You're the reason that you got noticed." He said, "You took the time to do something that no one else in the world ever did for these people, is that you made individual gifts. You found out their kids' names. You found out things, and people remember." And I was like, "Wow, really?" I was just like, "Really?" And he goes, I'm just thinking, this is good, but I didn't know it was great." And it was like, "Wow, really? People noticed?" He goes, "Everybody noticed." It's like, "Oh, oh, okay. All right." But anyways, that's now I get to do it for you guys. Yahoo. Okay. Does Simply have a computer science degree? Yes. Simply has a computer science degree. We wanted him to go into business because he's got such a good mind for math. I mean, he's very, very bright. He was a 4.0 until his senior year when his brother said, "You're in college, it doesn't matter what you get." And he got his first C, which brought him down to a 3.9, 0.9999, something like that. I don't know. Um, but he did so well in college that he was asked to join the master's program, which with a full ride, meaning they would pay for his master's program and pay him to take his master's program because he'd be a teaching assistant and he'd get paid to do that. So like $100,000 worth of education free. And he said to me, he got his bachelor's. He goes, "Mom, I don't want to do this." And I said, "Well, what do you want to do?" He goes, "Well, I want to stream." And I was like, "Oh boy. Oh boy, okay. All right." I said to him, "Would you do me one favor? And I won't ask anything else of you. Would you just do one semester of the master's? Just one." My hope was he would fall in love with the program. I mean, it was free. They're paying for his apartment, they're paying for his food, they're paying him, they're paying for the program. And he said, "Okay." So Christmas time comes and he goes, he finished his semester. He goes, "Mom, I don't want to do it." I said, "That's fine. I asked you for one semester. You gave it. You have my blessings." And 3 months later, or 4 months later, he got the world. Was it 3 or 4 months later? He got the world record. Okay, but that's how that came down. So yes, he has his bachelor's, and he was bright enough to be accepted to get a free ride into the master's program. He's a smart dude. He's a smart dude. Yeah. Wait, what are pineapple cookies? Yeah, we ever going to get them if this woman ever shuts her trap? Yes, we were just Critter. We were just talking to Toaster. He didn't have a good day today, but we're gonna help him out with that too. Oh yes. Oh, Toaster. So you were in Critter stream. Critter, you are okay. Let me tell you guys, these motherload streamers, Nudies and Critter and Izzy and Lord Bobby, and whom I don't want to forget anybody. Um, Meow Cerie, Holy Fry Pan, they offer, they are, it's like being in a living room with your best friend and saying, "Man, my day sucked today." And it's like, "Well, why? What happened?" The insight that they offer you, plus it's like it, it, it just makes you feel good that somebody cares, and they do care. Oh, there we are. There's our motherload streamers. And they're all like that. See, this is our community. Our community is about lifting each other up. We're not in here to step on anybody to get to the top. That's never happening. We're here. For one thing, we want to be here. And it makes us feel good if we can help in any way. And the Critter, when I was in your stream the other day, it was like, and I was there for a while before I said anything, and chatted. And listening to you talk to the chat, I mean, you're amazing. I mean, you made me feel good. I mean, I felt good going in there, but I felt better leaving. And Nudi's the same thing. And Meow Cerie, this, I mean, everyone makes you feel better just by going in their streams. And I don't know that you get that everywhere else on Twitch. I'm betting not. I'm betting not. Um, but yeah, Critter. Yeah, I mean, you guys just not offer, but you just present yourselves in a way that's so accommodating and so helpful because you know what? Like I said, not every day is roses and lollipops. Some days we don't even want to pick our chin up. And it's good to know that we can go in there and be heard and maybe get a little insight and maybe view things a little differently and maybe leave feeling better. I mean, win, win, win. No, you're right, Carson. And that's the nicest thing about the motherload streamers is that and don't think now you're going to go in and there's inside jokes that you don't know about yet. That things have been said or there's certain characters, a cast of characters, but you'll fit in. You'll fit in. It's just like okay, it's just like when you watch um say you're watching the Ozarks and you watched one episode, it's like, well, what happened before that or what's going to happen after that? You don't know yet. Just stick around so you can be part of. It feels good to be part of something special. And the mother loaders are something very special. I'm proud of every one of them and happy to have this team. And so, yeah. Can I ever shut up? I don't think so. It's helped you with your depression. Good for you. You know what? I am glad that you're being proactive with that. But just James, take care of yourself. Make sure that you're getting everything you need inside and out. Okay, that's good. You learn much from me, Critter. Critter, you're amazing. I find that hard to. I'm flattered, but I find that hard to believe. And Critter and I we're gonna do a movie night one night. We're gonna critique some movies because he's a movie buff, and I've got this 2021 or this one you're talking about. I've got to go see that. Pineapple cookies. What is this madness? Idiot with a job. Okay, all right. Any advice for anyone to try streaming? Um, You got your dog back now that I have. What? What? Yeah, advice for someone to start streaming. If you're under 16, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it because you're going to get the trolls. You're going to get people saying mean stuff and it's going to bring you down. Know that you've got to, if you're a streamer, you've got to be a duck. And what I mean by that is when the rain hits you, it just bounces off. Don't take anything to heart. Get yourself some good mods, right? I've got the best mods on Twitch to keep the chat because I'm not into toxicity. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want people arguing with each other. I want us lifting people up. So my best advice would be give it a go. Get your good equipment. If see what your interests lie because something you're really interested in, you're going to be really good at. And watch some of your favorite streamers take some of the best things, upbeat. But I would say the most important thing about streaming is engaging your chat. That's what I think personally. Is reading chat and keeping the conversations going. And then, I mean, and laughing and having fun with it. Having fun with it. Yeah. Okay, I've got to see things are rough. I got my dog back now. I have to put her down tomorrow. She's so sick. Oh, Mystic Blue, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Oh, Anthony Couch, thank you so very much for your sub. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Simpmom Bitch Slapping Club. I don't have my bitch slapper out. I'm sorry. Oh God, that's why I'm not hearing anything. Mystic Blue, hearts in the chat for Mystic Blue. That's the hardest thing we have to do as human beings is to put our fur babies down. But it's the kindest thing that we do too. Um, I would love for my kids to put me down when it's time. But hearts in the chat, that is the hardest thing. We flew home. A lot of you know we flew home to put Sophie down, and that was very, 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 very hard. And my heart goes out to you. Yeah, so sorry. So very sorry. Yep. Healing prayers. You're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. Okay. She's your emotional support dog. Oh boy. Are you going to? We're getting another puppy. And in fact, our puppy's going to be born next week sometime. We've already bought a puppy that's not born yet. Um, are you going to be able to get another one? Oh, well. Oh, Mystic Blue. Oh, Critter, thank you so much for your kindness. Mystic Blue, are you able to get another pup? I know you can't replace the pup, but you can replace the time with your pup. And Critter, thank you so much. I hope that you're able to get another one. Mystic Blue, are you able to get another one? They mean the world to us. And just cry your eyes out. Cry as long and as hard as you can because they will stop coming. And you are doing the right thing and the kindest thing. When we put Sophie down, they put her to sleep first and then they put the drug to stop her heart. So she never knew anything. She didn't know anything. It was but financially, I don't know, I'm on disability. You know, Mystic Blue, I gotta believe if you're on disability that you ought to be able to qualify for one. Don't you think? Are you in the States? I know where you are. I mean, I know I have your address somewhere. It's just not in front of me, because you've gotten a gift before. Um, but you know what? Maybe, yeah, you're in the States. Make make some phone call. Do a little search to see because maybe you could. I know you can't replace the love you have for this dog, but it sounds like you got a lot of love, and maybe there's another pup that deserves that too. Yep, and sending love. Yep, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I could wish I could give you a virtual hug or a real hug, but that's the hardest thing I think we do as humans, um, when it comes to our animals that we love. Much people that don't have dogs, that they don't get it. People that have never had pets don't get the bond that we get. I mean, it's just, but I'm so sorry. Yeah. All right. Well, let's go on to cookies. I know this is it's kind of sad. But my heart's with you, and I'm hoping that you get through this. And we're always here for you, but just know, just keep crying. When you lose anything, a girlfriend, a job, and a spouse, anybody, just bawl your eyes out until you can't because those tears will begin the healing. They just do. So don't ever say I got to stop crying. No, just keep going because you will stop at one point, okay? And crying is like a catharsis. All right? Wow. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Wow. Okay. On to some cookies because I don't want to cry. But cookies. Cookie. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys up. As you guys know, I'm not a master of disguise. No, of where are we? Well, let's go down. Let's go down. Okay, pineapple cookies. What madness is this? Well, I'm going to double the recipe because you know what I'm going to do is I have been freezing all my cookies so that I have them. I just finished. I just finished eating um the peanut butter cheesecake bars that we made a few weeks ago. They froze like a dream. And I put a layer of peanut butter frosting on them, and then I shaved some Dove chocolate on top. I mean, they are, you just want to go, oh, God, this is so good. It's so good. So, what I'm going to do with it, this is my mom's recipe. I don't think this is my mom's handwriting. Kind of looks like my old handwriting. Um, my mom has perfect handwriting, perfect penmanship. I do not. I do not. But these call for shortening, and you guys know I don't use put trans fat in anything. So we're not going to do that. But what I am going to do is get my gloves on and okay. So these have flour, baking soda, baking powder, salt, shortening, but no shortening. We're using butter, sugar. It's calling for a cup of sugar. I'm going to double the recipe, but I'm putting in a cup and a half of sugar. So I'm putting a fourth less sugar in the cookies. And 2 eggs, vanilla, pineapple, and nutmeg and sugar on top, a little nutmeg and sugar on top. What I am going to add to these cookies, because I think it would be good, is I'm going to add some coconut, like a pina colada, and some nuts for fiber. We just don't get enough fiber, right? So, buttons. So I've got butter that's at room temperature, and I'm going to let that go around. What are you guys saying? Um, yes, I know it. About cursive writing, a thing of the past. No, there are letters, but I can say. Wow. Okay. So let me put on some more letters. Oh, dark in here. Oh, it sounds like a race. See, Please. Let's see. Who we have? Who came in to see us? You guys got to move over? Let me see. Who's Ray? Did we get a Ray? Say it's Ray. A Ray from a Santa Ray? Wow, everybody move over. Move over. We got some new folks. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Thank you so much for coming in. Welcome, Raiders. You guys move over. Let's sit down. We're making pineapple cookies today. My kitchen a mess? Yeah, probably is. The only thing that Cynthia and I need is a wife. my clothes are washed, the house is clean, and I could like cook and make a mess, and then the wife comes in and cleans up. That's all we need. Then we can play more time. Okay, so almost always you cream the sugar with the butter, and I'm going to. This is a cup and a half. It should be 2 cups, but I'm doing a fourth less sugar. I'm gonna put that in, and then it wants me to put the egg in. I'm a big fan of Nellie's eggs because they treat their chickens good. I'm gonna put those in. And I'm going to scrape. I've got plain Jane today. Betty White. This isn't that big of a cookie, so Betty White's taking a break this week. I use Betty White when I have to make lots of cookies. Like when I had to make 400 cookies a few weeks ago for an event here, and then I use Betty White because she can take it up. You don't want ookie pookie, so just wipe down the sides. All right. Imagine getting a bite of something. What's this? A gale. What's this? So once that gets nice and homogenized, which it is, and vanilla. How much vanilla should I add? And it's saying 1 teaspoon. All right. Got little. These gloves are big. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I made chocolate chip cookies a while back, and I told you guys this, and I forgot to put the vanilla in, and I realized after the fact I didn't put it in, and they tasted different. They weren't bad, but you could definitely taste if I didn't use vanilla. But if you didn't know, you probably wouldn't have known. You said, "Oh, they're good, just a little different." Just something about vanilla. Vanilla's it's like vanilla and chocolate. Can you imagine a world without vanilla and chocolate? No, we don't want to. All right. So now that we've got that vanilla, and then the sifted to dry. I'm not sifting anything. Are you kidding me? All right. So we've got 4 cups of flour because I'm doubling it. And we've got to put a teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of baking powder. All right, we can do that. And how much? And a teaspoon of salt. And so I'm not going to put 2 teaspoons of salt in. I'm going to modify this. And if this works out good, I will post this on Discord. Now you shouldn't measure salt over anything because if you put too much salt in, not good. But I'm winging it. Hey, these old people down there, half their taste buds are shot anyways. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody watches me down here, so I can say whatever I want. Ah, just teasing. Bunch of oldsters. Have a lot of fun though. There's a lot of toys in this park too. I mean, some of these people have these ginormous tricycles, these motorcycles that I mean, and these dirt dune buggies, the tires like this. I mean, there's a lot of expensive toys down. We don't have any, but a lot of expensive toys down here. Some of these kids, I think, did pretty good in their life. Okay, I'm going to mix everything up. I've got the baking soda, the baking powder, and the salt. If you were to throw the salt into a wet mixture, it might consolidate. And so when you ate the cookie, you go, oh God, what was that? So what you want to do is mix it up with the baking soda and the baking powder and with the flour so that it's all mixed. And I'm just going to dump it all in. Why not? Go. Can you take that there, Plain Jane? All right, and once that gets going, I'm going to add in the pineapple, crushed pineapple, and I'm going to put some coconut and some pecans. Mom always made these cookies, and the one thing that I like about these cookies is they're a soft cookie. Here, get some pineapple. There you go. And then I'm going to add um, whatever I have in coconut. I'm just dumping in. This is kind of a dump recipe. When I make frosting, you guys, it's I've made it since I was a little kid. So I just figured it out. Figured it out what works the best for me and do it. I'm putting all this pineapple in. It's probably, oh, it's probably about a cup of pineapple and a cup of coconut. And let's put some nuts in because we're just nuts about nuts for fiber. So let's put in, oh, I don't know. Well, I can measure. Nah, I'm not measuring. You just dump it in. You guys, and this is probably kind of like a cup. Yeah. Yum. I mean, of course, we've got to taste the cookie dough. It may not be, well, let me wipe it down. This is doing a good job of, oh, that looks really good. Yum. Pina colada pecan surprise. How about that? Okay, scrape the sides. Yeah, go back down there. Okay, let's just mix it up again. Wait, a couple prizes today. I have everyone who won a prize on Sunday or last Saturday. I'm sorry. They're going to go out in the mail tomorrow, except for we had somebody from Minnesota. Yours went in the mail yesterday because I left it home for my daughter-in-law to mail. So the Minnesota, and we've got some nice gifts, and I can't wait for the 600 gift celebration. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. All right, let me clean my mess. Now the most important part of my job making cookies is this. Mmm. Don't try this at home. No, I'm just um. I'm never sure. I'm never sure the first time, and it wouldn't be. I want to be thorough for you guys. Man, there's a wedding I'm going to in May. I better not eat. No, who cares? It'd be nice to be lose 50 pounds in a week, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Mm. I'm getting a nice even blend of coconut and pineapple. The one thing that these call for is to sprinkle some nutmeg sugar on top. Now, I'm gonna do that, and I think I'm gonna make a little bit extra. I have this left over from the last time I made old-fashioned sugar cookies, and those are Mrs. favorite. Miss Skip loves old-fashioned sour cream cookies. When you guys don't know this, but when I was down to do the lover host, um, I was kind of hungry. So when I went into his studio room, and I'm just mixing some sugar with some nutmeg. Nutmeg's pretty strong, so you don't want to. I had a couple of cookies that I brought with me because it's like I didn't know how long the broadcast was going to be, and I like to do a little nibbling, and I had them in front of me. I had two cookies I brought down, and Miz ate both of them. He's so cute. He's so cute. I love Miz. I love Miz. If I lived anywhere near there, I would go over a few times a week. And like when I go over there in the morning, I put out like a fresh fruit tray, and I would go over there and make breakfast for. I just love being a mom there, and then meeting Chubby. Oh my God, she's adorable. I mean, she could teach a class in cuteness. I mean, she's one of a kind. And of course, Emmy and Alinity. Les fan. I mean, just a wonderful, wonderful group. I love going down there. And I feel at home. I felt at home the first time, but I also didn't want to intrude because I know I'm not dominant in the fact that I'm bossy, but I am dominant in that I'm a strong woman. Maybe not a bossy woman, but I'm a strong woman. And so I wanted to temper my mom stuff and not, you know, like if I saw anything, just shut my mouth. I did a good job. But I didn't see anything that I would brag on anybody about anyways. What do you guys have to say? Let me see. Um, what do we got here? You hope for the confidence to measure. Ooh, what would cashews taste like? Mm. You'd leave out the pecans, Duchess? Nutmeg with pineapple? Well, when my mom makes these pineapple cookies, she always added nutmeg. And it just I know it sounds bizarre. I know it does. But I'm gonna take a walk on the wild side with the pecans and everything. And I've got my cookie sheets, yeah. Can you guys see in? Let's I'm gonna get my maker of cookies. My maker of cookies. All right, let's go. It's gonna be pretty good sized cookies. What I'm thinking with the nuts is fiber. And us old people need all the fiber we can get, right? I don't know. It's true or not. And I didn't have crushed pineapple, so I had to take the time to cut up the pineapple by crushed pineapple. I mean, these might be a winner, they might not. I'll let you know. Let you know. Okay, so then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of, and when I tasted the cookie dough, it's plenty sweet enough. Didn't need any fourth less sugar. I think is fine. When I think about it, my mom on the farm making pineapple cookies, but I mean, she made these a lot. She seldom made chocolate chip cookies. Seldom. When we got older, we took over the baking, my sisters and I, and so we always made chocolate chip cookies. Dad liked raisin cookies, so we'd make him take the chocolate chip batter, and half of it we put raisins in for my dad because he just loved the raisins. He's a good man. He was a quiet man, but he was good. He's very, very honest, caring, loving, good father, good dad. Very lucky. I'm very lucky to have the parents I have. My mom's going to be 89 this year, or she could be 90. 89. It's all good. No, 90. She could be 90. Oh, she old. She old. She's a relic. She still has her sense of humor. She's funny. My mother grew up. They didn't have much money at all. At all. She made her own wedding dress, and she did a beautiful, beautiful job. Her own wedding dress, her own veil. She was married at what? Was she married at 19? Yeah, a little more. And I'll bring these over tomorrow. I teach embroidery. So I always bring whatever I make the night before. So I'll let you know with the ladies. And I have my first gentleman. I had a men's class a couple years ago. I need to resurrect that. I do. I just didn't have a lot of time this year. The men are a hoot to have. They're so careful. They've never broken a machine. The ladies, I just took a machine into the shop. Somebody broke it. I just took it into to be repaired in Mesa, Arizona. It's just cookie dough. It's not in your face pineapple. It's subtle. They should be kind of puffy and soft with because they have the baking powder in them. They should puff up nice. Oh, there's a big one. That's too big. That's too big. Yeah, a lot of cookies. Well, I have a lot of chocolate ones. I needed something different. I have chocolate ones. There's still brownies in the refrigerator, in the freezer. There's brownies. There's those peanut butter cookies, those chocolate cookies with peanut butter cups on, crushed peanut butter cups. Those are becoming my favorite cookie. Pineapple bread. And then I found a recipe for pineapple bread. And then I thought, you know something? Then I got to cut it up. And then you don't want it to get stale. Bread gets stale easy. And I thought, you know what? Let's just do because I'm trying to start to. We're here for another month, and so we leave here in May, and so I want to use up most of the ingredients that I have because we can't take them with us. And so I thought, wow, that would be a good way to use the pineapple. And the pineapple I typically buy for my not banana, I'm sorry, my carrot cake cupcakes, which somebody just called, asked me on the street when I'm going to make those again. And I said, soon, soon. How many of you guys are coming to Summer Games Done Quick? Are any of you coming to Summer Games Done Quick? They're in Minneapolis this year. Is anybody coming? Anybody coming to Summer Games Done Quick? You love oatmeal raisin cookies, do you? Hey, what's poppin'? Satan's Spawn is coming. Who else is coming? I will probably make an appearance and bring cookies. So, because it's going to be in Bloomington. That's not too far from where I live, and I can do cookies or cupcakes. What do you want me to bring? And then I can meet you guys. So if you come into Summer Games Done Quick, I'll drive in and say, hey, and Cheese is coming. My sweet Cheese. God, I love him. He usually comes a day or two before and then stays with us. So I'm hoping that he does that again. And I can jump in bed with him. I do it IRL. I'll show you guys when I jump in bed with Cheese in the morning. He's in the guest room up front. He's so cute. I just jumped in his bed with him. I look like $1 million. I look like $1 million could do me a lot better good. I'm sorry. Gotta get Taco Bell. We love the Sim family. Love to meet you. Yeah. I'm rooting for him too, Oliver. Yeah. So I'll pop in at if you got if some of you will probably be there. I'll pop in at I'll put out a tweet letting you know where to meet me and come get some cookies. And I'm hoping to see, let's see, who else? Um, I think speedrun.com, I think Pack sold the speedrun.com, right? He was a lot of fun. Cheese and me and Pat and who else all went out to do karaoke one night. That was fun. That was fun. Yes, I think I gotta talk to Simply because I just found out that it was back in Bloomington this year again, and I think he's coming home for it. That's why I wanted to chat with him. Didn't you guys know? You guys usually know more about him than me. I think he's planning on. Well, I want to know if he got his tickets or if he's going to. Um, if he's, I know he's coming home sometime during the summer for a few weeks. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. So we'll have to see how these turn out with the nutmeg, and then we're gonna once these come out, we'll give a gift or two away, so we can inch closer to our 600 celebration. Remember, get your songs. Come on, what's it take? Let's see. You're gonna make it easy for one or two people? Come on, give them a run for their money. Take 5 minutes, listen to the song, and then what you could do is you could listen to the song in one ear, like, and then just sing it like you're listening, and but record you singing. And yeah, let's see. Does everybody have their? Sometimes I forget to put. Nope, I did. I got it on all of them. Oh, well. Okay, let's fit you guys in. Oh crap! I was looking for this cookie sheet. Left a cookie sheet in there. That's a good and hot one. That's awesome. Nothing. You know what? We don't sweat the small stuff, guys. Don't ever sweat the small stuff. Don't do it. And we'll put you in the middle this way. And I think we got time for one more sheet. And let's see. All right. All right. How long to cook for? 10 minutes. So I'm going to put them on 5 and see if they need to be turned around. So let's set the timer to 5. Okay. And let me find another cookie sheet because we've got probably another full cookie sheet. Yay. And we'll give some gifts away. Got a lot of parchment paper. And with these cookies, these are nice, not messy cookies. So I'll be able to use the parchment paper more than once. And then if they are a messy cookie, you can still scrape it off and do that. You don't like waste. You don't like waste. All right, let's keep it going. squid cookie. Yummy. Tropical delights. That's what we should call them, right, guys? I got some bananas that need me to do something fun with. Fun with bananas. Well, that's too big of a cookie. You get back in there. Let's see if I can. How much of these are spreading? Um, what if I can make some room and just move these puppies around? Okay, enough for one more. One more cookie. All right. One more cookie. Mmm. Yummy. So I am going to film on my phone, or maybe my kid, no, probably my phone, when we go pick up our puppy in May. But I'm probably not going to air it, and just in case, because I don't know if the lady down there, and she might not want anything out. But I want you to see the first reaction when we pick up our puppy. Looking forward to a new addition to the family. Got a couple names in the hopper. Um, Lights, action, camera. Okay. Minimal spreadage. Love it. Wash my hands. Your hands always sweat with gloves, so you always want to wash your hands when you take the gloves off. They sweat. Sweat is icky. I'm not a fan of sweating. Well, unless, never mind. Okay. So, wait a minute. 45 seconds. Okay. So we're going to give away a gift in a minute. I am going to hook up on Saturday. I'm going to see if I can put the camera down here so I can see you for 1 minute. I'm looking at see the cookies. See the cookies. Oh, that's fun. Make them do it. Yeah, make them do it. That sounds good. Yeah, Zippy, that's true. Because your hands, wet hands and gloves do not mix at all. At all. Gonna ask me a few questions, Oreo milkshakes? Give it to me. Give it to me. What do you got for me? I'll bring the camera down. Well, actually, let me see if these cookies need to be spun around. Coming up on 5 minutes. Oh, they're perfect. Mmm. Yummy. I don't think they're gonna go 10 minutes. I think 10 minutes might be too long. Um, because they're just about done. Delicious. Yeah, I'm thinking 3 more minutes, and I think we should have it. So let's do it. Let's do it. We'll put you over here. I'm going to have to move this for a second so I can have a place to put the cookies. Yeah, somebody ask me questions. Make it good. Make it good. 1 minute. Let me move the mixer. I'm just gonna put you over here for a minute because cookies need a space to spread out. Okay, what you got for me? You got questions for me? Um, hello, hello. I'm back. What do you have? Oreo milkshake. Yummy. What do you have for a question? What would you do for a Klondike bar? What would I do for a Klondike bar? Nothing. They're too sweet. Next question. So, oh, what kind of puppy? Aussie Doodle. She's an Aussie Doodle. You know, as much as I would love to go to the pound and free one, we, I am a, the older I get, the less I like housekeeping. And I don't like, I'm not a fan of dog hair. And once we got our first Labradoodle, and we got her at 7 weeks, and she was completely housebroken in 2 weeks. And Maggie turned out to be the most fabulous animal that we've ever had. Nella, who's also a Labradoodle, is turning out to be. I don't want to jinx us with the poodle mix, and so she's an Aussie Doodle, and she's going to be multicolored, I hope, because both parents have two or three colors going on. So yeah, she's an Aussie Doodle. How many licks does it take? A Klondike bar? I don't buy them. They're too sweet. They're too sweet. You think you should bring your dog while I'm house sitting? Should you bring, will they let you bring the dog? If they let you bring the dog, then bring the dog. You're house sitting, but I have no idea if I should bring them here. There's two dogs and a cat here already. Oh, well, how is your dog with other dogs? It might be a treat for them if they're friendly animals. However, you don't want to incur a vet bill if they get in a fight. So, you may want to, what would you suggest, Chat? Put one dog outside, and what do they say? Would you have the dog in the house first and then bring the dog in? Or would you bring the dog that lives in the house in after your dog is in? What do you guys suggest? The Heath Klondike bars? Oh, they sound good. What I would find out is how friendly are the dogs. Our neighbor, we have a neighbor, and one of the dogs is very easygoing and friendly. The other dogs, I believe, would injure my dogs because he wants to attack them at the fence. And so you've got to find that out. I dog sat here in the park 2 years ago, and the first night the dog bit me, and it was a Rottweiler. And I've since found they did not tell me that the dog would bite. I've since found out afterwards that the dog had a history of biting. And so, had I known that, I would have handled the dog differently because you're like my dog Nella. Nella's not going to bite anybody. I mean, unless you hurt her, she's not going to bite anybody. She's just the most loving creature. However, in any situation, even the best dog might bite. But this dog had a history, and they never told me that. And I found out afterwards that I was not happy because I had a very painful bite. Oh, delish. Okay, so 8 minutes and they're done. These look pretty darn good. I wonder if I should have toasted the coconut first. Hmm. What kind of dumb cookie? Oh, they look delicious though. Well, let me show you guys. You can just check these out. Smell? Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna pull one off for a minute. The bottom is perfectly brown. I put it in a plate so it chills down because I want a sample. I want the cookie. I want the cookie. I want to make sure it's done too. It's done. Okay. Look done. All right. So Chad, what do you think of she wanted me to bring the dog with me to see if they'd be okay with the cat, but I'm not sure. The dog will be fine with my dog, but worried about the cat because my dog has never seen a cat. But you know what? The cats are fast. And once that cat gives your dog a swat, he's gonna go. I mean, cats are teenagers. You never know what they're going to do. You never know what they're going to do, and they want to be so independent. I'd be more worried about the dogs because the cat's not going to attack your dog. I mean, not going to run after it. If your dog gets too curious, it's just going to swat it, right? What's the song? The song. Where is the song? It's right here. It's this song.
Hello, chat. The day is done. Make yourself at home, get your comfies on. Simpmom's made some gifts for you. If you stick around, you can win some too. Every Wednesday, baking streams with treats that look divine. Every Saturday, cutting up with grown-up story time. We're hanging with Simpmom. We're hanging.
Song. That's a song. Hey, Pufisto, you didn't know I was on Twitch? I'm a partner. How about that? I'm even a partner. I didn't know really what because Simply goes, oh, it doesn't matter if you're a partner or not. He goes, it doesn't really do anything different. But I got partner. I applied for it 8 times, and I got it on the eighth time. Okay. What are we talking about, Zippy? The instability? What are you talking about? Instability. What am I missing? Pretty important if you want to consider streaming. Instability of it in terms of switching careers. Oh, in terms of switching careers. Okay. You know what? I think the thing with streaming is, it's so competitive. It absolutely is. And I read some stats, but I would be very curious if the stats are correct, and maybe you guys would know this or not. What I have heard, and I would like to know if this is true or not, is 1% of streamers make partner. And of the people that make partner, 1% of them get huge. Does that sound right? So and it's kind of a hit or miss. It's just like a TV show or something. Some come on and they're great ideas, but they don't make it. And some other people come on and it's like, or other shows and it's like they're a hit. So who knows until you try that you might find your niche. Who knows? If you don't try, you'll never know. I do wish that they would raise the age to 17 or even 18 for streamers. I don't think young teenagers belong as streamers. I just don't. Even though Simply was a streamer, he always handled everything in stride. He was always an A student regardless. But I would be more worried about the emotional factor or the because there's trolls. There's a lot of toxicity out there, and I would be very afraid of that if you're not like a duck and you just right. It has to be without music or with music. Whatever you want to do. You could play guitar along, you could play drums along, you could play the spoons. I don't care. That's true. That's true. Getting half of you're right. Absolutely. Getting half of the spot of the subscription doesn't seem like a lot. No. Once you get big like the other streamers, you can negotiate with Twitch to get a higher percentage. I do know that. I am not a big streamer, so that would never probably happen with me. But the big streamers can negotiate to get a larger percentage. That I do know. Okay. Yeah, just get him over there, Maddie, and see what shakes. I mean, he might find that he creates energy, and all the dogs play so much that they're exhausted and they sleep better, and they might entertain each other on a way because we can't play with our dogs the way they can play with each other. They can be really rough with each other. We can't do that with dogs. And so they can really expend a lot of each other's energy and then just be exhausted. So why not bring them over? I mean, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I think the cat, the cat might swat. He might just go, "What the heck is that?" and not and just kind of go up to it one time. But once the cat lets him know what the fingernail, the claws feel like, he's going to be running away, and that's okay. Then he learned a lesson, right? Hello there, another Billy Nova. How are you? Yes, I think Satan spawn. I think you're absolutely correct. I mean, you would need, we watch like people like Mizzy, and we know that he's got sponsorships. He's got all kinds of other streams of revenue, not only Twitch, but much other things coming in. But for the average person, I think what they said is that you need to have between 500 and 1,000 subs to be able to call it a job where you can live a modest life on it. And then, with that many subs, you can run ads to increase it. But I mean, I've got what, 100, sometimes maybe 200 subs. What do I got? 100, 200 subs. I mean, that's not, which is fine for me. I'm retired and I use all the money for postage and for, if I have any extra, I'll buy hats or something or buy packaging. I buy probably the packaging because I have to buy boxes. Things that are set across the pond have to be in boxes, so I need shipping materials. So that's what I use. I would say that with my streaming, I'm probably not even in terms of what I give as opposed to what comes in, but it's probably kind of close. It's kind of, but you guys really help a lot with your subs. You really help a lot, and thank you so very much because that means a lot to me to be able not to say, "Oh, I'm sorry, you live in Ireland, I can't send you anything," but to say, "Yes, I can send you something," and that makes me feel good. It takes a lot of time. Well, Billy Noble, I stream twice a week, and that's probably all I'll ever stream. When I first started streaming, I would just pop on here and there. And then I thought, well, wait a minute. If I was more regular, I might get a more of a follow because people know that I'm on Wednesdays and Saturdays. But I'm not a big enough streamer. Like Miz could come on in the middle of the night and have 30,000 people. He could come on anytime, Simply could come on and get at least 1,000 to 4,000 people at any given time. I can't do that. Because I'm not a big streamer. And most of the streamers out there aren't big streamers and can't do that. So I rely on a schedule so you know where to find me because I'm only going to stream unless I pop in on somebody else's stream or, if I went to, you know, popped up, went into to went back to Austin at some point in time, maybe next year or something, I could then I could do like a pop up stream. But oh, they're done. But thank God for timers. You guys use your timers. We get this life gets very distracting. Okay, so I am going to critique this cookie, and then we're going to give a gift away. What do you have here? Let's see. What do we have? I'm just catching up with streaming. Treat streaming like a hobby. If you enjoy it, do it. If you don't, you don't. Yes, I think Zippy. I think that's a good thing. Enough for groceries, but not rent. Yeah, probably so. Hello there, gamer man. How are you? Okay, so I'm going to try this cookie. It's cooled down. I would say it's okay. It's not the best cookie I've ever had. It's crunchy but soft in the center. Um, I think I like my mother's better. She just put pineapple on. I'm toting it as a fiber cookie. I would say it's good, but it's not great. Some days $1, some days a dime. Gordon Ramsay moment. Oh, Gordon Ramsay. It's bloody awful. Bloody hell. What are you thinking, woman? You're good? I'm good too, gamer. I was making pineapple cookies using my mother's recipe, and instead of just using pineapple and nutmeg sugar, I put in some coconut and some pecans. And like I say, it's not, I think this is a cookie that's going to be better the next day. My old fashioned sugar cookies taste better the next day. They just do. They're not meant to be eaten warm. They just the older they are, and my chocolate cookies too, the better they taste. So I think this is the case of a cookie that's going to be better tomorrow. God, we hope so. I might need a pen because we're going to give away a gift. Let's see. I need a pen and I need some paper. I left my notebook back in Minnesota. All right, I'm coming. You know what? Coconut doesn't have a lot of flavor in it. I think I had unsweetened coconut, and I'm not getting a lot of coconutty flavor. You know what? I wonder if I'd have put in like instead of vanilla extract, like a coconut extract. You know, that might have been the thing to do. You guys, what do you think? That I should have put in, get a different extract. That's what I think I should have done. You know, you love warm cookies? Well, like chocolate chip cookies warm are to die for. And the chocolate chip cookies that I made last week were, I think, some of the best. My son and I afterwards, my son back in Minnesota, we were munching them. They were so good because they were just not too thin, not too thick, but they were really really good. I think when you use the dark brown sugar, it just makes them richer, and they were among the best that I think I've ever made. The ones I made, yummy. These I'm going to try them tomorrow. They're okay. I certainly wouldn't put these in a contest. Wouldn't do it. Yes, the original recipe had shortening in it, and I put butter in. But I put unsalted butter, so it didn't have the salt of. And I put less sugar in too. So I'll be curious how they are tomorrow. Plus, I'll have them over at the. Those ladies will eat anything. They get hungry over there. So we'll see. I'll bring a big plate in. We'll see if I come home with a big plate. That's the telltale. Because if they like it, they'll grab another one, and then I'll say, "Would you like to bring some home?" And they're all gone. And all 99% of the time, I never come back with anything that I bring over there. It's eaten all the time. So I'll tell you guys on Saturday what what uh what the deal is with that. Okay. Um what would I change to make it better? I think what I would have done is maybe found a coconut extract to give it a little bit more tropical taste. Because I'm not tasting any coconut. I'm tasting a little pineapple, but not and maybe adding a little pineapple juice would have been the trick. Just to make it more tropical tasting. And maybe toast the coconut. That's probably my biggest mistake was not toasting. If I toasted the coconuts and the pecans, I would have brought out more flavor in both of them. And when I'm making my carrot cake cupcakes, I typically toast the coconut and the pecans. Count on that plate. Yes, a cowboy cat. Well, let's see. Let's see if that plate. Well, I'll let you know. Tune with me on Saturday, and I'll let you know if the plate came back full or empty. And because I'm going to pile a lot of cookies on, and because when you pile a lot of cookies, it lends for people to take more than one. So if they don't like it, but they're not going to take more than one. So let's see. Let's see. You've had some. I don't use Crisco for anything except wedding cake frosting. And that's because I need a pure white for wedding cake frosting. I stopped using Crisco when I realized it was trans fat. And anytime anything calls for shortening, I don't put it in. I put bada, 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 bada. Okay. So, all right. So I'm going to try to do marbles one more time on Saturday night. Remember when we did it the last time, I was able to do it, but it lagged for the rest of the stream. So, and that wasn't fun. So we might leave marbles to the end. So if it lags, who gives a flip, right? But I know it was more fun giving gifts away, playing marbles than it is with the magic ball. But I can't do it here because I'm only working with a laptop because I have a small space. This is a tiny space I have. I don't have room for another monitor here, but I'll be at Simp Dad's desk on Saturday, so we'll be all good. So what do I have for gifts? Don't tell Simply, but I'm putting his name on the back of one of these. His birthday's May 5th. So I'm gonna buy him. Don't tell him. Don't tell him, guys. Put it in the vault. Okay? Is it in the vault? Let's see. Put your hands up. Tell me the truth. Nobody's gonna tell him. It's in the vault. Okay. I'm gonna get him like a sweatshirt and a couple t-shirts, and I'm gonna put this logo on for him. Because he just has that robe, and the robe that he has, this was hand done on the robe. This is machine done, and I've saved the pattern for this, so it'd be real easy. So I'll put his name on the back. I could put his PB. No, I'll put his name on the back, not his PB for Booty Cheek Man. I'll put Simply on the back and send him. Maybe I'll send him a couple of hats for the house if he wants to give give one to somebody. He's not real big about giving any of his stuff away. I mean, he's not. That's not his thing. Because I asked him before, I said, "Do you want me to bring you a bunch of hats?" No, Mom, I probably won't gonna do much with them. So okay. So what do we have for gifts for tonight? Um, I got bitch slappers. Not this one, but I've got some bitch slappers. They're all wrapped up, ready to go. I have booty cheek hats. I have simply hats. I have snailed it hats. Do you guys know what the snail is? And it's not really a snail. It's something naughty. Okay, but this is snailed it. Snaily the Faily. I also have, what else do I have? I got a ton of stuff down here. I've got um, many hoodies. I have official bitch slapping wear, but that is reserved for if you're a sub. You can get official bitch slap wear. Let me show you what that is. Here, I have tote bags, blanks. Wait a minute. I'll be right back. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Stay put. Don't go anywhere. Coming back. Coming back. I think I'm going to be doing this for a long time. I've got so much inventory now. When I see something on sale, you guys know I buy it. So I have a booty cheek man in navy blue. This booty cheek man hoodie is, I think it's a, what is it? It's a medium. It- A men's medium, a woman's medium. I'm not sure. I would say that this is, um, could I fit my butt into this? Because I'm like a large, I'm a big girl. I'm probably size large. Um, Measure this to see. It's supposed to be a man's medium. Navy blue hoodie. This is the official bitch slapping wear. To be an official bitch slapper, but you have to be a sub to get this. Gotta save something special for the subs. And I know everybody can't afford a sub. I get that, you guys. I get that. You gotta put food on the table, and if you're a student, you got other bills too. Okay, this is a small. Yeah, this is a lady small, and I even have what is this? A man's shirt. And this is size 2XL, a man's shirt, and this is official bitch slapper. So this would be for a sub two. I do have other sizes, so if you can we I have a bunch of sizes here. I'm also on the 600 night celebration going to give away some pajamas. I have I bought 21 pair of pajamas, ladies pajamas, but I think I've given away 2 pair of them to folks around here. So I got 19 pair, but most of the sizes are large. I think I have 2 mediums and the rest are 1X, 2X, or 3X. But you know what? When you have pajamas, you want them bigger. You don't want anything tight when you're in bed, right? No, you want comfy. Should open a merch store. Oh, it'd be too much work. Are you kidding? I lack every organizational skill there is. Creative, I am. Organized, it does not exist. It does not. I try. I try. That side of the brain doesn't work. So, okay. So let's yeah, PJ. The PJs are really cute because they come with a pair of socks. So on 600 night celebration, and I think that's going to be okay, so we're up to I digress. Shiny objects, I've been distracted. We're up to 590 gifts. We're going to give away 2 now, and then we'll be up to I'll give 2 away in 94. So we're less than 3 weeks away from our 600 gift celebration, I would say. Okay. So we're going to have some fun. And I'm going to see if I can do a special design of something. If you can think, some of my best ideas have come from you. You sent me an email. Someone, Izzy sent me an email, said, why don't you make a holy bucket? Because I say holy buckets all the time. And so for one of our celebrations, I did holy buckets and I filled it with candy and sent it out. And that was cute. And for another celebration, we gave away bitch slappers. And for another celebration, we gave away comfy dumfies, pajama pants with the bitch slapper logo on them. So we're always celebrating something or other, but this is huge. I can't even believe 600 gifts. I can believe 600 gifts because I know the names of the people at the post office and they know who I am. So I go to 3 different post offices and they all know me. So hmm, interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's but you know what? This was all Simply's idea. So if you get a gift, in essence, you need to thank him because he's the one that my other son Tool goes, Mom, I think you would do good streaming. And it's like, don't wanna. I don't wanna do it. I don't wanna do it. And then when Simply came home, he goes, Mom, you gotta stream. It's like, I don't want to stream. He goes, but you would be so good, you'd be funny. And it's like, I only did it for him because he spent so much time. This is his camera that he left for me, and he spent so much time setting up everything for me to stream. Going into OBS and doing fine tuning everything, and I thank him so much for doing that because what I found out streaming is it's kind of addicting in a way because I'm a yapper. I don't think I ever shut up. If I don't ever shut up, you better call 911 because I'm probably on the floor here. So if that happens, if I run out of something to say, there's probably something rattling around here. So do call, give me some medical help right away. Um, oh, hot dog, that's sweet of you to say. It's twofold for me. For one thing, I bring a lot of experience as a mom, as a nurse, as a person, and as someone that has sampled a lot of life. And if there's any shred of wisdom or anything that I can send your way, it happy to do it. Happy to do it in any way. And I love it when you guys come on and say someone has an issue and chat is so good. I mean, it's like we lift each other up. We lift each other up. And that's the way it's supposed to be. With Mystic Blue, I feel so bad. You're gonna say goodbye to your fur baby, and in my heart just aches for you, but I know it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. But okay, so well, gangster, thank you. We have fun here. We have a lot of fun. I think that the one thing when we did the one sex night, Simp Dad said to me, he goes, I have never heard you laugh that hard and that long because you guys are what the stream's about. And we're traveling down a road, and we might I never know where we're going to end up. I used to be prepared when I streamed, but then it's like the times I had nothing turned out to be the best streams I ever had because you guys took me on an adventurous ride, asking me a question or telling me a story, or it's fabulous. It's fabulous. So, anyways, let's see what's going on. Oh my God, Pope! Hey, Pope Squidward. Pope Squidward, I hope you had a fabulous, fabulous stream. Pope is one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. Pope, are you coming to SGQ? Everybody move over. We got a bunch of people coming in. The Krusty Krab is coming. Come on in, move over. Move over. Hello there. Come on in. We made cookies that were just okay so far. We're hoping that they're better tomorrow when they sit overnight and get stale. We can always hope, right? Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. Come on in, sit down. Come on in. You guys move over. You guys came in at a good time. We're going to give some gifts away. How about that? How about that? And just a reminder, hey Pope, to tell me, are you coming to? You're not this year. Simply is running a full marathon with me next year in your neck of the woods. Are you running Grandma's marathon? Are you going to go do Grandma's marathon next year? Oh man, so does that mean Emmy's not coming either? Balls, balls. I was hoping to see you. Sorry, I'm not going to see you. Aw, you can't? Aw, Emily, I wanted to see you in the hot tub. I mean, not that I wanted to see you in the hot. I wanted you to come over and play in the backyard. Too last minute. Oh, next year, next year, next year. We'll have some fun. We'll have some fun. Yeah, nuts, nuts. I love you guys. Yeah. Wow. Well, okay. I'm gonna hold it to next year to see you then. Okay. I want Emily. Can you bring when you come? Can you bring your stuff and I'll pay you? Is that stuff it is can you bring if you ever came, can you bring the eyebrow stuff or is that something that's got to be done in the salon? You can't perform outside. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. And we don't want you getting in any trouble because I know you're licensed. We don't want to get yeah, my eyebrows. Emily makes women look beautiful. Well, and look what we're looking at. I mean, she's gorgeous. She's absolutely, and the thing with Emily is she's as beautiful inside as she is outside. And sometimes you can't say that about people, but she truly is. Yeah. I'll be doing some baking though. I'll be doing some baking. I'm hoping to go to SGQ and pass out some cookies. So yeah, we will meet, Emily. We will get this done because I love your work. I love your work. And I have to paint on my eyebrows, us old broads. I don't want to look like grandpa. So I'm trying real hard not to look like a grandpa. But boy, it's happening though. Your estrogen plummets and your progesterone increases. It's just part of growing old. But I'm really that's why the bows, because grandpas don't wear bows. You got your own eyebrows done. Did you really? Emily does like the eyebrows where they kind of it's like a tattoo eyebrow, but it lasts like a year, but she kind of fills them in so that you don't need I have to use like an eyebrow brush and put brown on to kind of fill them in. And her what she does is that she's a is there a title for that? Is what's on your license? Is it esthetician? Emily, what's on your license that you can do or tattoo artist? Oh, microblading. That's it. Yeah, she microblades, and so they do tiny little slices and then fill it with color. So when you wake up in the morning, voila, you've already got your eyebrows, and that's I don't think I want to watch the videos. I just want to have it done. She's a cosmetic tattoo artist, permanent makeup technician. Yeah, I would that's on my list. That's on my list. Yeah, done. But is it painful? Emily, is there any pain at all, or do you put on like a local anesthetic and I mean, it so okay, okay, there you go. It doesn't hurt. It's all numbed. Sign me up. She uses two types of numbing. Yeah. Wow. Very oh, thank you so much. Welcome to Sip I got my bitch slapper out. Welcome to the Sip Bitch Slapper Club. Yahoo! Here's another one for you. So that's on my list. That's on my list. That's going to be the closest to a tattoo I ever get, is just having that done. And I just, us girly girls, like even when you're an old broad, you still want to be a girly girl. Emily, Emily and Pope, look what I made. You guys haven't seen this. You like that? Yes, and I asked Ryan. I said, could I take that image? And I had to slow down his video so I could copy the image so I could digitize it. And it's STEM malicious. Oh God, I love that. Oh, let me write that down. Oh my God, I love that. STEM malicious. Oh my God, I love that. You guys, is it not great? Isn't it not great? You wore your Copit's hat? Oh, really? With a nice pair of cheeks. Now, yes, that's right. Stem heading. Well, this is kind of like the stem head, right? You guys that watch because they got a stem coming out of somebody's butt, right? Yeah. So we're giving away a gift. So anybody that's in here can and Emily, I don't know if you've seen this. This is another original, and this is snailed it. This is a snailed it hat, right? It's not really a snail. Let me turn it upside down. What does that look like? It's Snaily the Faily. So we have that, and now I I have my own official for people that are subs. They can have official bitch slapping wear. So if you're a sub, you could choose to have this put on a hat or a hoodie. I do have a size small. Man, I'll never get this stupid camera. Booty cheek man. So yes, the gifts keep on evolving. You just never know. So in addition to like the aprons and the bibs and the tote bags and the towels, I have booty cheek wear. Who knew? Very cool. Very cool. And so, want to remind you, um, Saturday night. What are we going to talk about? Oh, you know what? We might want to take a roll in the gutter. We've not been in the gutter in a while, and I did have a few of you send in some sex gone wrong stories. So, which makes you eligible to win a prize. The best way to win a prize and the easiest way to win a prize is to send a story in. So, if you've had a mishap, and haven't we all? And this week we're talking about sex. Emily, were you on the Beauty Gone Bad? Did you hear the story about the Beauty Gone Bad when the girl um, did a bikini wax? Did you hear that story, Emily? Midwest Emily? That was the hands down winner that night of Beauty Gone Bad. Did you hear that story? That was something else with when she tried to give herself a bikini wax. She won. Maybe she didn't win with the bikini wax, but she certainly won a gift that that night, and that was a really good story. So if you had a sex gone wrong story, remember they can't be too graphic, okay? Because fortunately, we get some teenagers that are a little. Even though I have a disclaimer on this that this is for mature audiences, sometimes we get teens, young teens in here. I have no control over that. So we try not to keep it too graphic, okay? So yes. So, anyways, I think we should give away a gift, and everyone has bad stories involving Nair. Well, Zippy, you heard the story, right? You heard the story. Was it Nair? Zippy, did you hear the story? It was, I probably have repeated this story. I haven't told it on Mrs. Stream. I think I told it on, um, who else's stream? A bunch of streams. I've told this story because it's so good. No, a person actually did a bikini wax, a 16-year-old, and she glued herself to the family room carpet. And her parents were out for the afternoon. They came home to find their 16-year-old daughter spread eagle and stuck to the living room carpet. Imagine as a parent, you come home and why are you naked? And why are you spread eagle? And why are you sitting on the, because she couldn't get up. And so the mother tried to put baby oil on to release her, to no avail. She tried using warm water to release her. If you guys have ever messed with that bikini wax stuff or any of the waxing stuff, you're not getting it off of anything. I mean, that's just how it's just once that adheres. So the mother gave her a pair of scissors, and she had to cut a circle around herself to release herself from the carpet, cut a hole in the carpet. And then she had to go to the emergency room because she lost so much skin trying to get the carpet off. Yeah, wax. It was wax. It was hot wax. And when hot wax gets cold, it's not getting off of anything. You might be able to scrape it off of linoleum, maybe. But yeah, rest in peace carpet. But can you imagine coming home? Why are you sitting naked on the carpet? And the girl was crying. She'd been there for hours. She couldn't get up. That's called things you only do once. That's what that's called. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? My daughter was is a beautician, and she brought some of that wax home and spilled some on the floor. I still can't get it up. It's been years. I can't get it off. I cannot imagine. I cannot imagine. Oh, but yeah, MK Manny, me too. It's like in my parents, I mean my parents were ultra Catholic conservatives. If I was sitting spread eagle naked on the floor glued to it, I mean, for one thing, my mother and father both would have passed out. So someone would have had to revive them first before I would get any help. No, there's no you would get burns. You would burn trying to get that hot. You would burn your snatcheroonie. I mean, it was just but that so that was one of the stories on Beauty Gone Bad Night. And of course that was the hands down winner. When I got that story, I read everything before and then I print it out in large print to make it easier to read. Because a lot of times I have limited lighting. When I got that story, Sim Dad was watching something. I said, put it on pause. You got to hear this. Yes, the snitcheroonie stuck to the floor. But, you know, interesting. Parchment paper and a hair dryer. Well, you know, Monday morning quarterback at MK. I mean, yeah. Before I would let somebody cut out the carpet in the middle of my room, I would be trying everything that I could think of to do that. But can you imagine if the wax, it was a thick amount of wax and it went all the way up to the skin and all the way into the carpet shreds? I mean, I think you're toast. I think you're toast. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Yeah, we're just talking about snatcheroonies getting glued to the carpet. You never know what you're going to walk in on. You just never know where I'm going, and I'm all over the place. You guys know. So I think Saturday night, I think it's time to roll back in the gutter. We've not been there a while, so I'm going to find like a sex questionnaire. So if you've had some sex that's gone wrong, someone walk in on you, something happened that shouldn't happen, send me the story, simpmom at Gmail, and we're going to have adult story time Saturday night. Simpmom, gmail@gmail.com. That's easy, right? Simpmom, then Simpmom, two Simpmoms at Gmail. And if you've got to had us have a story, send it in. And then what I'll do is I'll read the stories, and then chat will vote on the best one. And the people that are in there's one or two people that are in my 8 and 9 gift club. And that's not 8 or 9 gifts at one time. That's 8 or 9 times they got a gift. Okay, because I'm up to 590 gifts. I can hardly believe it. Sent around the world. But anyways, you greatly increase your chance of getting a gift by sending a story in. So, and this could be about you, this could be about your mom or your dad or somebody, but it's got to be a true story. Yeah, because I think life is stranger. It has to be funny. And then we will have a lot of fun with this. And so Saturday night, and I will be starting at 6 or 7 my time. So just put your clicker on when you see me come on, jump on, and we'll have some fun. Okay. And I'm also going to show again the Alexa clip, and I'll also show I was in a play down here, a skit show, and I'll also show the synchronized swimming skit on Saturday night, so you can see. I'm going to entertain you. Let me entertain. Never mind. Okay. So, anyways, Yahoo. All right. So you're just in time for gifts. So let's do it. I'm going to bring up. Let me go to the crystal ball real quick and put it in competition mode. All right. Let's go there. Let's go here. And let's go here. So get rid of the green. Okay. Oh, my phone's ringing. Okay. So, gonna give away 2 gifts tonight. And it doesn't matter if you've won, it doesn't matter. The only limit that I have, or the only thing is if you're not a subscriber, you cannot get the official Simpmom giftware. Gotta save something special for the subs. Hold on a second. I gotta turn my phone's ringing. Hold on. All right. Right, I'm back. Man, I made a lot of these cookies. Well, like I said, I'll bring a big pile. I'll give you the feedback on Saturday night how the cookies go, how they go over down here. Okay, so there you go. Everybody's in. If you got to be in, enter to winner. Oh my God, enter to winner. Yes. Okay, we're talking old here. Okay, guys, I'm 67, pushing the big 70. Oh my God, and I thought hitting 50, 70. That's old. Certifiably old. But you know what? Old age is a privilege denied to many. Bring it on. All right. Exclamation point, the number 8, the word enter, and then push enter. And we're going to see if the ball's going to be nice or nutty. We're going to see real quick. We got a lot of new people. If you've gotten a gift from me, chime in. And if you've gotten more than a gift from me, put the number of gifts you've gotten, so we can show the new people that the gifts are going around the world. So if you've gotten a gift from me, say me. Just put in the number of gifts you've gotten from me. Let's see. We have, or do we? I know we don't have. Sister Mine, you got one. Adam, you got one. Maddie got 2. Chime in so you can show the folks. Adam got 2. Satan Spawn got 1. Who else? Come on, chime in. Chime in. It does not pay to lurk here. You've gotten 1. Caesar's gotten 4. Mom's Tango is in the 9 gift club. All right. I'm going to her house for dinner. Mom, I'm going to show up one of these nights. I know where you live. 0. Well, that could change. That could change. But as you see, that lots of gifts, and that's what we do here. And if you win a gift, you can win many, right, Mom? Mom has the first booty cheek wear hoodie out there. Mom got the first one. Yeah. What was the question? You just got here? There is no question. You just people are what we're doing is we're playing 8 ball to see who wins. You're hopefully make it today a cowboy. Doesn't matter if you're the only difference is if you can only get the official bitch slapping wear, which is this if you're a sub. I had to leave something special for the subs. So I've got hats and I've got hoodies with the official bitch slapper. So if you that's the only thing that you cannot get if you're a follower or you just popped in and you're not a follower and you win anyways. But everything else you can get a snailed it hat. You can get a booty cheek hat. You can get a simply hat. You can get a bitch slapper. I have aprons, I have tote bags, I have towels, I have hand towels, I have bibs. I've got a ton of stuff. So let's do it. You're not entering, you're not giving anybody. Oh, well, that's well, Mom. You could always enter and then gift it too, because we could have everybody suck up to you to get the gift. So you could always do that too. So yes, if you want to enter, exclamation point, the number 8, the word enter, and then push enter, and let's see where it goes. And then I'm going to see if we have any of the mother loaders streaming out there, and if any of my mods can give me a heads up if we got any mother loaders that we can raid. That would be great. Okay. Cross your legs, cross your nose, cross your eyes, cross your toes. Let's do it. And the winner is da 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 Magic 8. Let's do it again. 8 does she's being greedy? Doesn't want to give? Oh, come on. Let me go back in. Hold on. Let's come out again. Let's do it again. Wow, it's not working. Why is it not working? Uh-oh. Why is it not working? Let me go back in. Wow. It wants me to play marbles, but I can't play marbles. Okay. All right. No gifts tonight. No, 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 absolutely not. We're gonna figure out a better way to do it. All right. Let's see. Let's see. I know it, Hazy. The ball is being an idiot. Let me just turn it on one more time again. And I don't get why. Let me just try one more time. Get rid of that green line. It's not working. Okay. All right, we got to figure out something else. Ask again later. Yeah, right, right. Magic ball. Okay. Ask a question instead. Hmm. Okay. For those of you that were following, and then I'm going to give everybody a chance, but those of you that have been with me today, and if you have not won a gift, let's do that. You've not won a gift. There was 3 things that I said that I would do different to these cookies to make them taste better. Just give me one. 3 different things that I would do to make the cookies taste better. Nope, not pecans. Pineapple extract. There you go. It's Nishi. There you go. Yes, pineapple or coconut extract. It's Nishi. You won. Are you in the States? It's Nishi. Do you live here? Or you cross the pond? Yes. Where very good. So what I want you to do, if you would email me or if you would whisper me your email, and then I'll reach out to you and I'll have that. And you can pick out whatever gift you want. That's a good one. Yay. Very good. Very good. It's nishy. Yes, pineapple or coconut extract, I think would have made the cookies better. That's good. Okay, now let's open this up to anybody, and I'm going to. All right, I'm going to write down my current weight, and I've written it down. Guess my weight, and you can win a prize. Guess my current weight. No, higher than Adam, lower than random. Nope, nope, nope. 220. Okay, it's Jesus, I'm gonna give it to you. Jesus Bing. 161. That's my weight. Jesus Bing, you got close. You got close. Yeah. It's all them cookies. Oh, mom, you're a hoot. You're a hoot, mom. Yeah. No, 161. I want to get to 141. So I've been doing the fasting and I'm down 7 pounds because I porked it up a little bit. And so I've been doing the intermittent fasting and I kind of like it. So I'm down 7. So let's keep going. See if I can get down. If I could get down and more, that would be good. That'd be good. That'd be good. So yeah. Oh, you're sweet. So do you, mom. You run the booty cheek wear hoodie. You rock it. Well, congratulations, Jesus. Are you in the States? Jesus Bing, are you in the States? Whoa. Here we go. Inishi, oh, well, thank you so very much for your sub. Oh, you're beautiful. No, you are too. You are too. You absolutely are. Jesus Bing, are you in the States? Or are you across the pond? Doesn't matter. If you can get mail, you can get a gift. Yes? Okay, good. Very good. All right. So I think I'm going to call it for now. We got to see who we can raid. Do I have do I have a mother loader out there? It should be Jesus. All right. You're in California. All righty. California. Let me just pop here really quick just to see if who's rating. You guys, are any of the mother loaders rating? I'm rating. Duh. Let me go back here. Let me go here. Nudies is rating. All right, let's rate Nudies. Okay, everybody. Nudies is my most favorite naughty cartoon. He's a mother loader. He's part of my professional team that I've started. We're not exclusive. If you start streaming, you can also be part of my professional stream. With that and 2 cents will get you nothing. But we have fun. And we're the mother loaders. We stick together. We raise each other up. And so, what I want to remind you is that your glass is half full, it's not half empty. You may not be able to control what life hands your way. You have 100% control over how you respond. You might forget what they said, but you'll never forget the way that they made you feel. All right, that's huge. That's huge. And um, kindness is free. I want you. What the hell am I doing? Sometimes I do think I'm old. Kindness is free. Sprinkle that shit everywhere you go. And I think I might even come up with uh, a shirt or something that says that kindness is free. Sprinkle that shit. If I could make it look really cute, where people would want to wear it, I think I would do that. And valid name, buttered nudies. Oh, duh! I can't do two things at one time. I did three O's. So I want you guys to go on and show Butter Nudie some love. He's my favorite naughty cartoon and lots of fun. More gifts on Saturday night. We're going to roll in the gutter. If you've got a sex story, send it in. That increases your chance of winning a wonderful, wonderful gift. So you can send that in at simpmom@gmail. The winners tonight, please email me. Put your email in my whisper. Please do that. And go on in and show Butter. He's a hoot. He's a naughty cartoon. So strap it in. Give him hearts and chat from Simp Mom. Tell him, oh, just tell him Simp Mom says not to be too naughty. Nah, just give them lots of hearts. Lots of hearts. Love you guys. I'll see you Saturday night, okay? Pop back in. More gifts, more fun. Much love to every one of you. All right? Bye. Yay.
Hello, chat. The day is done. Make yourself at home. Get your comfies on. Simpmom's made some gifts for you. If you stick around, you can win some too. Every Wednesday, baking streams with treats that look divine. Every Saturday, cutting up with grown-up story time. We're hanging with Simpmom. We're hanging with Simpmom. Keep your language clear.